And hello everybody, welcome back to the video. Today we are playing 16 block parkour. Now this is a parkour map that I actually tried to do a while back, but a funny story, I kinda got stuck on the first level back then, and I decided not to post it. So I decided we're gonna come at this again. I have a feeling that I'll be able to do better at it this time. Plus, the map's seen an update, so in theory, they've changed something. And considering the fact that a lot of comments were pointing out the fact that the first levels were really difficult, despite being titled easy levels, it wouldn't surprise me if the map creator had made stuff easier. And it already looks like it's much easier than it was last time. Granted, I think I started with the cave dimension, not the forest dimension, so I can't say I'm positive. But yeah. Already, it's coming up pretty easy. So maybe I'm thinking of a different map? It's always possible. But I thought for sure I'd tried this map and ended up scrapping the video. So, I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Possibly. I don't even know. Maybe not. Okay. Ah, it's one of these, isn't it? It would be better to start this from here. And slip in. There we go. There's a lot of vines involved here. There's a fall there, for crying out loud. Potion of swiftness. Very cool. I'm not going to use it, but cool nonetheless, I guess. Luckily, with maps like this, you can hit a point where, as you get higher up, like, you're almost guaranteed if you fall that you're going to fall on something that won't make you want to cry because you fell so far. Now, the only problem is you still, run the risk of falling all the way, regardless of how high you get up. That's the one thing that's annoying about it, if somebody makes one of these without checkpoints. Just gonna take this one slowly. Oh, there's a path up right here. Sometimes I wonder. Sometimes I wonder. Okay. Now we land here. Looking good. Now we gotta go this way. Nice. Oh my goodness, what's this? It's an Eye of Ender. Oh right, you have to put all 12 Eye of Ender in here. Boom, we got the first one. Let's go. Dirt Dimension vanquished. And it only took 3 minutes. So I really hope that I'm thinking of a different map, or that they redid this map a lot. But I think the most likely scenario is I just really did bad last time. Okay. I'm only a bit confused. Oh, we have to get to over there. Okay, that's fine. Oh, I fell short. Is this the same distance? 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness, it's so hard to tell. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Nah, it's shorter to there. So I was going the right path. Okay, I thought I was. Boom. Doesn't feel short. I don't know. Anyway. Well, I guess I still have the Potion of Swiftness. Like, if I really needed it, I could use it here and get past this section a lot easier. The only problem is if I fall, I still have to, do it legit. So, maybe not exactly the best course of action. Regardless, we have made it to here. Got a ladder here. I will say I'm very scared from the prospect of this is the easy levels. So if these are the easy levels, what are the hard levels looking like? Because that, let's just say this does not bode well for the hard levels if the hard levels are actually more difficult. I don't know, I guess we'll end up finding out. Okay. Nice, looking good. That is not something I want to land on, because it was down half a block. That was a trap and a half. And we've made it through the cave dimension in only, again, like another 3 minutes. I'm very confused. Did they make the map easier with the update? Or was it just not that difficult in the first place? What? I'm so confused. Huh. Anyway. Not worried about it. Oh, this was the level I started with level 3. Okay, okay. So this would have been the level that I struggled with. Granted, I've improved a lot at parkour since then, so I'm not super stressed about it. Like, I have a feeling it shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, nah, already. Okay, well, I failed that, but still. I think it was probably just a case of I was pretty bad at parkour when I tried to tackle this map. And as a result, now that, you know, I've been doing parkour for pretty much 2 months straight, coming back to it is, you know, frankly, if anything, just a bit disappointing knowing that I struggled with this map. Like, I don't know. Also, I dislike how dark it is here. It's obnoxious. Guessing to here? Yeah. That only seemed to make sense. Oops. We're making good progress, too. Come on. Okay. Yeah, like, this map might be a little dark. Like, they could have added a bit more light in, not gonna lie. But, yeah. I do find it funny that I'm failing this jump, though. Beat it first try and then can't get it after. That just, yeah, seems like such a me move. Come on. There we go. Finally I got it. Almost fell off the back of that. That would have been embarrassing. Easy enough. We got another kind of checkpoint area here. Nah, it doesn't look like it. Looks like it's probably just going to be, from this point on, any fall is likely a fall all the way back to down there. Which is fine. Like, one thing I really like about how these maps are set up. Did I go the wrong way? I'm going the wrong way. I was going backwards. Possibly? What? So confused about where I'm supposed to be going. Anyway, yeah, one thing. Oh, I'm supposed to go here, not over there. Yeah, okay, makes a lot more sense now. Yeah. Anyway, I can finally finish my thought. One thing I really like about how this parkour is set up is, for the most part, like, all the difficult jumps are, like, the most difficult spots are right next to the bottom, or have some sort of mechanic with it to just make it so that if you fall, you're likely going to catch yourself on the really difficult jumps. Just stuff like that that, you know, is really nice for these slightly more difficult stuff. Now, of course, I'm falling. But still, like, I don't know. I like this so far. Once again, still concerned about... Oh, there's an invisible block. About... Oh, wait, no, I think I hit that. That's... I barely clipped that. Anyway, okay, I keep getting distracted. Yeah, like, it's at the right point where it feels like a challenge, and it has... It doesn't really have checkpoints and stuff like that, but the levels are just long enough that they don't really need checkpoints. So, yeah, no, like, this is really set up to be a sort of map that I like, especially, you know, with how I've been enjoying parkour recently. So I quite appreciate it. Can you climb on these at all? No. Okay. I'm going to keep falling on that jump, apparently. I'll get it one day. Is it easier to make this jump from here? Oh my goodness, yeah. I think it's easier to make the jump from there. Okay, let's just fall. But yeah, I like, the only way to improve at anything, from my experience, is, like, you need a challenge, not to the point that you can't overcome it with enough effort, but like a challenge to the point that it's more difficult than what you're used to. And if you manage to, you know, overcome it, or even if you don't manage to overcome it right then and there, to pick up some stuff off of, you know, your failures that will then help you improve in the future. Like, I mean, just in general, it's one of the best ways, in my opinion, to improve at anything. Like, just hit that sweet spot where, you know, it's difficult, but it's not too bad. Okay, got that. And what's in the chest? A lever can be placed on waxed piece of copper. Is there any copper down there? I don't know. I'm gonna hold on to this in case I need it. It might just be the key for the next section. Oh yeah, waxed piece of copper. Sure enough. Okay, put the third one in. Now we just need a few more. 12 minutes for the first section. Yeah, like, how we might do this, depending on how long the second section takes, is I'll do easy and medium today, and, you know, if you guys enjoy it, we'll come back to it. I will say, I'm in the process of recording this, and I am pretty sad because I did miss an upload a couple days ago. Thinking Riptide was hanging out at my place, and whenever that happens, whenever he comes over to hang out, normally for when there's like a Packers game or whatever going on, I always miss a stinking upload. It drives me insane. Okay, yeah, that's possible. You know what else is possible? Whatever's over here. And I'm not gonna lie, those Neos, in my opinion, are much easier. Okay, that was really fast. Maybe people were right. Maybe the first couple levels were overly difficult. Because if that's the general difficulty level of medium, then easy was very unbalanced. And like, I don't have a problem with difficult levels, but like, what I do what does annoy me is when people miscategorize the difficulties of levels heavily in their maps. Like, it just kind of feels lazy, in my opinion. Like, it just kind of gives off the feel that they weren't, you know, really paying all that much attention to how difficult they made their map. Or that they just didn't have anybody outside of themselves test it, which is fine enough for, you know, a bit lower effort maps. There's the key. I kind of want that, but, like, is jump possible? Jump's possible. Yes! Okay, cool. Made it. I just want to collect all of the goodies I can. Bam. Yeah, this level's even short. What? I don't know. It feels like the map creator made the first 3 levels with the idea that the map was going to be really difficult overall, and then got to making the medium maps and was just kind of like, Maybe I don't want the map to be that hard, and seriously cut back the difficulty for the medium maps, but didn't like swap out which ones were labeled easy and which ones were labeled medium and stuff like that. Because my word, the medium section has been insanely easy up to this point. Like, the other thing they could have done was they could have, instead of labeling it easy, medium, hard, insane, they could have just labeled it section 1, section 2, and section 3. And if they had done that, it wouldn't have been... Oh, whoops. It wouldn't have been a problem that there was such a big difficulty gap between. Like, true, it's kind of annoying if section 1's way more difficult than any of the other sections, but at least then you didn't claim that it was the easiest section. Good job. Do not forget to rate this map. If I remember to. We'll see. Hey, at least let me have the name tag, mate. Seriously, you're not going to give me the name tag? But yeah. I mean, like, the map itself is really nice. It's just kind of, you know, a bit annoying that the difficulty's so poorly set up. Gold. Well, since that entire section took 6 minutes, I guess we're going to keep going on. My word. Like, what in the world was that? Why was the sticky medium section so difficult? The hard section still has a chance to make up for it, though. Like, if this is at least as difficult as the easy section, I won't have any complaints, per se. Whoops. But if it's also easier than the easy section, then I'm just kind of like, seriously, you're putting easy at the level of the insane section? It's a bit poorly designed. And, like, I really liked the easy levels. I just feel like they should have been categorized different, you know? And maybe if I'd used the speed potions, I would have found them a bit easier. Like, for some of those slightly more difficult spots that had pretty far jumps, they might have been easier with the speed potion. But yeah, I 100% understand why I quit the map this first time. Because not only did I start with the deep slate section compared to the forest and mine section, which were much easier in comparison, but it's all labeled easy. So yeah, I get it. Especially considering where I was at parkour-wise at the time. I was much worse at it back then. I will say, so far this end section has been much more difficult than any of the medium levels, which, you know, is good. Actually, you know, figuring out this whole difficulty scaling thing, it appears. Bam. This spot again. Simple enough. Ah, I hit my head, for crying out loud. That's gonna be obnoxious. Like, all I have to do is just avoid the head hit, but that's not gonna be... That's gonna be a lot easier said than done. Bam. Ah. Only problem is now it's kind of gotten in my head, so I'm gonna start struggling with some of these easier jumps, which is a problem. Okay. Bam. Okay, doing good. Bam. Oh, right. I'm not supposed to go this way. Just habit to jump at, you know, whatever looks like you're supposed to jump at it. Like, if there's something that sticks out like that, you want to jump at it, you know? Habits, you know, strong in parkour. Okay. So for this one, just kind of want to... And this jump's going to give me some trouble. I can feel it already. I do want to at least finish this level. Since this one actually picked up the difficulty, though, I do think we'll probably end it off after this level, just that way. You know. It's at that point where if I do want to come back to it, I still have room to. And, but I do want to finish the level because I don't want to, like, leave it off on half a level, just because that always feels weird. Okay. Man, I keep stinking falling off. All this circling up stuff, like, if I'm taking it slow and going at it a bit more methodically, it's much easier to do. But whenever, like, I start getting in a bit of a hurry and I start, you know, going at it quickly, that's when I start to struggle with it. Because you start to hit some of those corners and stuff that if you're taking it a bit slower and more methodically, you won't hit. And it also makes, like, head hitting jumps and stuff like that more difficult if you're taking a map too quickly. Okay. Bam. This jump would be possible. Though I do feel like... Yeah, there we go. Ultimately with that, I legit just needed to come at it from a further angle, and I missed that. Okay, guys. Since I'm struggling enough with this, I think I'll I was pretty close to the top, though. No. We're not going to do it quite yet. Whenever I start struggling, I like to, with a long level like this, I like to switch to kind of the, you know, like, alright, I'll do the, you know, section leading up to where we were at off camera, but it kind of depends, because it also, like, breaks my flow for commentary if I take a cut anywhere. That's part of why I record the way I do, is because I like to the way I like to commentate works much better with just kind of a long string of time without any cuts rather than frequent cuts. And part of that's because I kind of developed the way that I commentate around being able to do that. Because, let's be honest, I'm not a fast editor by any means, even when I do edit. And it's not even that I mind editing all that much, but because, you know, I have other commitments in life, it's pretty much impossible for me to, you know, post every day with editing and still keep up with everything else I have going on in my life. So as a result, I kind of like to I don't like to, you know, edit my videos and stuff like that because it's much easier to, you know, with my flow. And then the other thing is it's like, you know, I like the idea of having an editor, right? But at the same time, I'm not willing, even when I get offers for people to edit, I'm not willing to accept it because I don't want to mess with the flow I have going right now. Like, I have a really good kind of flow of content with how I make content, and as a result, I'm able to post every day with, you know, just minor spots that I end up, you know, missing an upload and stuff. But I worry that if I put an editor into the mix, it would start to hurt my stream of content for multiple reasons. But like the main thing is just, you know, between getting it to the editor and having them edit, along with then having to, you know, get it uploaded, getting the title going and everything. What in the world is that? I do worry that, you know, it would start causing problems for how I make content. So as a result, I prefer to just kind of get it done myself, you know? So that's a large reason why I do my content the way I do. Just because I really worry that I would struggle to keep up with large degrees of consistency posting if I did it differently. And that's part of why, you know, like for example, I like streaming, because the way my commentary goes, you know, relates well to streaming and stuff like that. But I don't know. Like the only time I've ever really seen success streaming is when Among Us was popular, and I'm not gonna lie, those streams were stressful to do. And like, I get that they weren't stressful because the streams were doing well. They were stressful because Among Us streams were stressful to do. But you know, because they're kind of the only streams that have ever done really well on my channel, I kind of I don't know, I just like whenever I think of doing well on streaming on YouTube, the Among Us streams are always what I think of. And like, I don't know, those were just so stressful, and like people really liked them. And, you know, I get why. Among Us was, you know, it was a fun game for a time. But, I don't know. There was something about the Among Us streams that were really stressful. And I just fell, and now I have to deal with speed going back up. I hate speed. But I wanted to try it for that jump, just because the jump's giving me trouble. Okay. How in the world are you supposed to make that jump? What? That looks so impossible. Unless, oh no. Is it one of those type of jumps where you have to like crouch as you go? Oh, please don't tell me. But yeah, like I think one of the things that really made the Among Us streams really stressful was, you know, while I was, you know, participating in them, it was also my job to, like, you know, decide when it was appropriate to kick somebody from the lobby, and you know, stuff like that. And you know, for me, there's always that incentive to not kick someone from the lobby because I'm the streamer, and I'd rather not, you know, you don't want to hurt your view counts by kicking somebody from the lobby, but at the same time, you don't want to ruin the game by leaving somebody that's being kind of toxic in. So then you always get that like degree of at what point do you kick someone, at what point, you know, do you know, bring different punishments for stuff. And it's just really, you know, it's stressful to have to deal with running a lobby while at the same time streaming and having kind of all the expectations put on you. Because if you're just running a lobby and, you know, you'll never have to see the people again if they are toxic and get kicked because of it, then, you know, there's not really any stress to kicking someone. But then, like, you know, I had it happen once or twice that I'd kick somebody from the lobby and then they'd come back and, you know, be toxic in the stream because of it. So then, you know, because of stuff like that happening, then you don't want to kick people from the lobby, and yeah, it just leads to lots of stress. So as a result of all, you know, that going down with all the Among Us stuff, I don't really, you know, like, it took out a lot of my enjoyment for streaming. Like, I really enjoyed streaming before all that, but since then, like, I don't know, just streams have been a lot more stressful to do. And, like, it's not a problem if I'm streaming with somebody else, but when I'm just streaming by myself, it's, you know, it's a bit stressful. It's also hard because I've been a lot more involved with Siege. So as a result, like, you know, I have to practice for my team and all that. And it makes it more difficult to, you know, just go, oh, I'm going to sit down for 3 hours and stream. But, yeah. I don't know. Streaming's something I definitely like to get back into, but I feel like if I was to get back into streaming, I'd need to hit a point with my channel first that I could justify, you know, streaming for 3+ hours a day. Like, I'd have to be able to justify the time input that it would take to do that. And it's a lot easier to, you know, justify an hour and a half of parkour than it is to justify, you know, sometimes up to 5 hours of streaming in a day. The other thing about recording, that's, you know, part of why so many people like it, is you don't have to take time off to take time off. I missed that. Like, if you're recording something, you can, you can go ahead and record stuff in advance if you need a break. Like, if for example, I wanted to, you know, take a couple days off of recording YouTube content, then I could record 3 videos over, well, 3 extra videos over the course of a couple days, and then have, you know, those videos still come out. I still have daily content, but then I can take like 3 days off or whatever and relax if I wanted to, which, you know, is something really nice, you know, especially for, you know, back before COVID hit, when my family was involved in a lot more, like, activities like camping and stuff like that with a youth group I was a part of. It was really nice to be able to pre-record stuff and go off of it. Okay. I did not crouch in time. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call this one quits for now. That's not easy. This definitely belongs in hard. I feel a lot better about the difficulty classifications. Granted, besides that one jump, the level itself wasn't all that difficult. But that was the case with a lot of the easy stuff. Was, you know, it wasn't all that difficult besides 1 or 2 jumps. But yeah, guys, I hope you all enjoyed. We might come back to this map if I feel like, you know, suffering through the hard levels. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. God bless. Bye-bye.